Hey guys, and welcome back to the island on our beautiful bridge leading down to the beautiful map room that we built in the last episode. I've got some news. I've got some things to show you. I have been hard at work with a sand project of ours, and it may not look like much. Oh crap, my inventory is full of sand, obviously, because I'm filling things in. It may not look like much, but we're gonna take a look at the updated map. So last episode, I'm just gonna put just returned from another harvest. Last episode we did the map. I didn't have quite enough of iron to finish all the copies, so I went caving and I found 9 stacks of iron. So we do have this complete. Now I want to update, let's see, the bottom 3 for sure. So 1, 2, 3. I gotta keep track of the order, and then I want to update these 2. So we're gonna go these 2. Okay, I want to go update them and show you what I've done. It's not as much as you would probably expect, but it's a lot of hours put in, and I'm starting to realize making this Mushroom Island into a sand slash grass tropical island is gonna take some time. But anyway, I'll go update the maps and I'll come back and we'll take a look at the maps in the map room. Okay, the maps have been updated and I placed down that sand that I had on me as well. There's some kind of bug though, it seems, with the maps, because I had to relog. And now there's an extra white dot on all of the maps, like they were locked. I don't know what's up with that. But let's see if this worked. So they should have updated already here now. Yes, they did. Okay. Look at this. Oh no, I missed one. Crap, I missed this piece, did I? So that would be... that is this map. It's not fully updated. That's strange. I have no idea how maps works, but now it looks like this is also updating. The others updated just fine though. I tell you what, if you have better understanding of maps, look at the sand they're spreading. If you have a better understanding of maps than I do, then please do let me know, because I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong. But anyway, let me take you through this, because this has been a long process just to get this shoreline in sand, and it may not look like much, but what's happening is shorelines are the toughest part, because I can just place sand above this purple stuff here, while at the shorelines I have to remove some of the purple stuff and then terraform it so that we get a nice looking beach thing. And also, as the guys that have been here for a while now knows, we aren't going to keep it all desert, but we're going to have that as our kind of base color. But anyway, making some progress. I'll continue to do some of this off camera in between episodes, I hope. Ideally, I'd have the entire southern part covered pretty soon here, so that we can start to at least have the feel of an island. Anyway, to start off this episode though, well, I guess we're already started, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the island, I should say again, and I hope that you're doing good. Today, I want to start by at least, or I want to work a little bit in the Nether. I want to have, if we take a look, I want to have the sand area, which is over here. Oh, jeez. The sand area, I want to link it up today. So I want to build a tunnel, and I want to see if we can... Wow, there are 2 of these bad boys. Yeah. I want to see if we can make it so that we can have like a storage solution that I've been talking about. I won't get that, so I'll just skip him. It sounds like there's an additionally one. I've never seen like 3 ghasts in a small amount of area. Anyway, what I want to do is make sure that this tunnel here leads all the way to the sand area, and let me show you where that is. It's right over here. down this rail line, and this rail line is highly temporary, so don't you worry. But it's going to be quite a bit of a tunnel still, though, I guess. But I have to... Oh! I have to dig out. I'm not going to do the thing that I did in the last episode again. So this here is the sand portal. This takes us to the sand place where I'm gathering all the sand. Possibly also link up that. That's the ink farm. Right over there. And over here we have my village. So a lot of portals this way. And I kind of feel that I want to get that tunnel made. Also, I just realized when I saw this that we may just as well link up the end portal, which is very actually close to the forge here. It's down there. But I may want to move that a little bit. So I don't know. But this style of a tunnel, I want to continue all the way down there and then kind of map out the rooms and stuff. So I guess I'll start working on this little project, making the tunnel. I'll do that off camera. I got a few hours here where my girlfriend has a visitor this evening, so I figured this is a good thing to do. So I will collect some stuff and start building, and then I come back to you. Now it's at least starting to look like a pathway, huh? So yeah, got a little bit done. Ran out, or I'm not completely out, but I'm low on the nether brick. But got the tunnel all the way over there. It's nothing exciting, as you can see. It's kind of still netherrack in the background here, but it's gonna have to be something that I continue another day. But so we have the tunnel all the way. I'm doing a footstep here, which I thought worked out pretty nicely. And then this is our first kind of station room. So this is then the sand pit that we had. Ooh, that scared me. That portal was over here just a moment ago. Put a torch down. Still have to do the ink farm. But what I'll do is I'll continue the tunnel this way. And then do another one of these rooms here. So eventually you'll have kind of like a corridor with these station rooms. Anyway, what we got to do now is the more fun solution to how we are going to transport the stuff from here and all the way back to the Nether hub. Now this, I mean, the distance here isn't huge, so it's not like super important, but it will save us the time of running back and forth. Ideally, what I want to do is I want to come out here after I've mined some sand, and then I want to dump it here, and it will automatically be transported over to a storage unit, which is next to our island portal. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do that yet. Let me see if I can find this stupid ghast. Oh, yes. I'm gonna steal your ghast here if you dropped any. No. Why am I getting, like, internet lag on a local server? Or on a single player world? That's weird. Anyway, I haven't quite figured out how I want this, but the idea is pretty straightforward and simple. We're gonna run... I'm kind of thinking that we'll have a minecart rail that's gonna be... Essentially, we're gonna connect up all of the rooms in this wing to the same minecart rail. So we'll have like a mainstream item stream going down like this. We'll place down a bunch of rail, and we're probably also going to use quite a bit of the powered rail. But this will be going all the way down here. I'm not sure about this place. So this is like visible from the tunnel. And I thought it would be cool to kind of save it visible. But if we do, we kind of need to design it. But anyway, we'll have a rail. It will run all the way down here. And this actually adds up to my old rail that went up there. So that's pretty cool. Then what I'm thinking is, for this wing, so if you look at the Nether portal or Nether hub as having two wings, one going this way, which is north, and one going south, which is this way. we would have a southern storage room. And I'm kind of thinking that we'll place it here. So right at the start of the tunnel, we'll build like a little storage unit room. Actually, you know what? That's gonna kill me, I'm sure. But anyway, I can't stand them. Yeah, so we'll have like a southern storage room here. And the job for the minecarts will be to come down this rail and kind of dump the stuff into chests that we'll have here. I don't think we're gonna build like a sorting system, just like a buffer station, and then whenever I'm done mining sand, I'll come back, I'll go and I'll transport it from there and into the portal. So that's gonna be pretty straightforward. I did have another idea as well, which is gonna be true for some of the rooms. So remember, what we're doing now is a mining quarry operation area, which means that we need to transport items. But, for example, the village, where I may want to transport entities such as villagers, I was thinking we could run a rail, and this is nothing that we're going to do now, but just to give you an idea of my brains. I was thinking we could run a rail that will output the entities directly back to the island through the Nether portal. So, two different things, just so you're aware. So, we'll run a rail over here. We also need to make sure, no. We need to make sure that we don't get any spawns on this rail, because that's gonna mess with things. So I brought some glass, and one thing that I think you can still do is to run glass panes just above the rail, like this. And the minecart will still be able to pass through. Now, since this is just a storage minecart, we could just, have it one tall as well, but it's kind of nice to be able to, I suppose, see the minecart rail. I don't know. But we could, like, cover it up and then get rid of the spawns by doing something like this. Although chicken jockeys may be able to spawn, I'm not sure. But we'll run some glass panes all the way down. The thing that I haven't figured out yet is how I want this thing. So remember, this will be our main item line. And we kind of want this room to add onto it rather than being in the center of it. So that if we have the ink farm, for example, that would be over here, a room over here, eventually. We need to be able to link that up to the same railway, which we could do by just running it behind here and then having like a rail coming down. Didn't I bring any more rail? Oh, jeez. Did bring some of this, though. There we go. All of that hard-earned iron. But yeah, we could do something like this, where we just have the rail from the ink farm then coming down, adding onto this rail, and then continuing. We don't really have to worry about that right now, but it's good to kind of have a plan for how we're going to do things. So over here, ideally, when I come back from mining sand, I want to have, and this is what's, I've been thinking about this forever, it feels like, but I can't figure out the best method of doing this. Either we'll have two storage minecarts, kind of sitting, yeah, we'll have to do a proper unloader here, but let's just, for the sake of testing, do something like this. And then block that there. We'd have a piston blocker like we've done before. And we'd take one of these. Oh. That's weird. Do I have to have a block there? Huh. Yeah, obviously, because that's where the piston usually sits. Okay, so we'd have one minecart there. Then we can access it. And then I think one minecart storage may be a little bit too small, although it's going to be a little bit problematic to run two minecarts on the same track, or it may be. But then the idea would be that we'd have a second one over here. We'd cover this up, so it would look something like that. We'd of course be able to beautify it a little bit in the background. And then to launch it, we'd probably just have like buttons here. So we'd have a button there, and then possibly another button over here. Instead of having it so that it launches once they're full, like we have in our deep storage units, I think I want to be able to control it myself, because otherwise it's gonna be an issue when we come back and we overload one of them, if you know what I mean. The other thing that we could do is just simply to have a big buffer over here. So we'd do something instead of that. We'd do, oops, not like that. My axe. We do something like this. We'd have one center chest, and we'd connect up like a hopper to that, which I did bring. Perfect. Okay. We'd have a hopper like that. And then we'd make the loading station for the minecart here, which may be better. The only problem with doing that is that it will take some time for the minecart to get loaded, which is a little bit bothering. So we couldn't like dump everything in here and then go back mining because that chunk will be unloaded. So yeah, that's the negative thing with that. Loading the minecarts immediately would make us so that we could send them away directly. Then again, we could just go with one minecart. That would probably be the easiest, but not a whole lot of storage. Another thing that we have to solve as well is how we're gonna like send the minecart back here. Because remember, if we have different stations, like the first one will be really simple. It will just go there, unload, and then come back. But if we have two of these stations, so one over there, we have to make sure that we can control the number of minecarts that are in place. So some challenges to solve for sure. Alright folks, time to carry out a very important test here. I got the glass plates down, and one thing that we need to... that sounded really bad. One thing that we really need to make sure works is, will the minecart make it all the way over there? And we can test this by simply sending a minecart there. So let's do... I'm going to send a storage one because I've experienced different results with how a minecart is boosted once it has a chest on it and once it has no chest on it. So basically what we're testing here is whether or not the area over at the Nether hub is loaded or not. Now, as we get further away, it won't be loaded and the minecart will get stuck on the road. So we have to find a way to deal with that. But this distance, I'm really hoping that it will be loaded. And we'll know by if it comes back or not. Because I have a... Oh, there we go. Fantastic. I have a powered rail over there. So that means it went all the way back and then back here again. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, so I made a little bit of a loader locking thing here as well. That we can try out quickly. Shouldn't be any complicated things. I basically have a button, runs a redstone line. Down here powers this block, unpowers the piston, and the minecart goes away. Perfect. The next thing now is the splitting mechanism. And this is going to be a little bit fun to figure out because I have no idea. But basically, let's find out if I have two of these here. The default route is there. If I give it a redstone pulse, it's going to switch. Okay. So what we can do is figure out whether or not a minecart is in place here. And if it is, then switch this to this side. Is basically the idea. We can do that by having a detector rail like that. And we'd have... I think we can just run redstone down like that. And then let's just build up another unloader. Real quickly. Oh man. I really like doing like redstone stuff that I don't really know what I'm doing. Kind of figuring it out as I go. I think that's a lot of fun. I'm not so sure if it's as fun watching though, but hopefully you guys enjoy it anyway. So we're just gonna have a block up here. That will be our lock block, so that will be there. We'll have a piston there. Put that back. And then we're gonna power the piston just like we powered it there. So we'll do that, and we'll have a redstone signal coming off a button. Put that there. Nope, there. Oops, crap. breaking things and being so violent. And then we can just run that signal down here and everything will be hidden eventually. So that unlocks that. Okay, cool. So let's do this then. We have a minecart, and if we place it here, I want to see this thing switch over to that side. Beautiful. Now, we're going to need a third one of these for when this one is full. But we'll add that later as we have the next station. But basically, we're going to need to do something similar to this. And that's actually a little bit worrying. We could have a... Now I'm getting ahead of time here a little bit. I probably, though, want to move this thing down a little bit so that we have a little bit more space. So I think it would be wise to possibly move it all the way down here. Yeah, something like that. The reason for this is once we then add the next station, we're going to need another switch somewhere that allows us to check whether or not both of those are full. We can't put another detector rail here because that will output to this redstone line, and yeah, you guys are smart. You guys know what I mean. So for this now, we'll just simply bring this here. And if we need to, we can always go down here and power it with a redstone torch if we want to invert the signal. But that should work fine. So if we now have 2 minecarts, I don't know if that made any sense. Maybe not, but hopefully hopefully it's okay anyway. So we'll have a minecart there, we'll have a minecart there. Then we need to have some kind of boost. I think I want to place them here. Okay, just power them with a lever. I hear a chicken in the Nether. Can you believe it? It's maybe Diablo from Rendog series. Oh yeah, we definitely need... These guys can't be hanging around. You stupid idiots! Stop destroying my things. I hate you. I hate pigmen. I really do. Okay, so let's block this off for now. Put you there. We're gonna need some kind of stop here, so I'm thinking we'll just do like a slab action. Like that. That way they will never go above, and we could always cover this up by having the next block. Actually, we could have a full block like that. And we should be able to... Well, maybe not. Can we place it there? Yeah, that's how we do it. I did this on Kingdom Craft with a storage room in the Mountain Kingdom. I just couldn't remember. That's actually a pretty good natural height as well to reach them. Okay, so the idea now is we should be able to send back... We've filled that. That should go all the way back. Oh, I forgot to power this thing. Crap. And then once it comes back, we can send the next one. We can't really send 2 at once at the moment, but yeah. I hope you get the idea anyway of what we're trying to create. I'm probably overcomplicating this quite a bit. There's the chicken. There's the guy. I'm probably overcomplicating this quite a bit. Let's just see if that comes back. Yes, here it comes. We'll go into that spot. We can send away this one. I am probably overcomplicating this quite a bit by having 2 minecarts, but like practically this is one inventory, right? And you want to come in here and you want to dump one and then immediately go back and harvest. Which also brings an interesting question. If we light this portal and then go out of here as we send one cart away, will it be stuck somewhere? It may be. Let's try that. Here comes the one back. And that's a little bit weird there. What happened there? Yeah, I just ruined your ride, buddy. Get out of my tracks. Yeah. You're stuck. Oh, that was just a visual glitch. Okay, so it's back in place. Yeah, so let's try that. Let's send this here. Make sure it goes, and then let's go into the overworld. Minecraft theoretical wise, this should now unload and the minecart may freeze. Take a look at how much I've been digging out, by the way. Holy cow. It's looking so bad, but it's a quarry. But we could go back now and hopefully it's not stuck. This is something that I don't really understand the mechanics of Minecraft. Sometimes I've seen that minecarts just freeze where the chunk unloaded, and sometimes they freeze while you're not there, and then they pick up the same momentum and stuff when they come back. But we'll find out in a minute. Oh, here it comes. Okay, that's fantastic. So it definitely didn't freeze. It kept it, or if it did freeze, it kept it its momentum. So that's very cool. I'm very happy with that, actually. Yeah, I need to make sure, of course, that we don't have it like this. I don't know why I started digging there, but nothing should be able to spawn inside here and blocking the minecarts. And I'm very happy with that. So I guess the next step to this build would be to kind of work out some kind of unloader over at the hub. So let me get my gear and let me work out something very simple and easy using some hoppers. Okay, so I decided rather than having a southern storage room, we'll just have a southern chest, which is essentially 3 double chests of buffer. The reason behind this is my own laziness. You see, if I allow myself to have a southern storage room, I will not necessarily empty it whenever when I have to. So the idea here is we collect and then we just have a system that helps us bring it closer to the Nether portal, but it shouldn't be laying around here. So I think this is better, so that I don't get lazy. Anyway, we're gonna make a very quick and dirty unloader that hopefully will work. We'll do a comparator there that will compare the item hopper. So whenever there's an item in there, it will unpower that torch, and it will then bring that redstone signal off. Let's just try that out real quick. So we put some rails in. It's going to turn it off. So essentially, minecart comes back. There's stuff in it. It will stop, start unloading, and when it's done, it will power and then go back. Hopefully, it may not work, this simple unloader system, and it's actually, how is this going to work? That's a good question. I want to make sure that we don't have any pigment that ruins the fun. It may not work. It may be so that the minecart bounces too quickly or stops too early, but we'll find out. We'll go back and we'll send a minecart over here, and hopefully we'll see some stuff in this chest. Oh yeah, by the way, we'll cover this up. We'll make it so that we have just a chest in the wall, kind of. Is the idea? Alright, so back here, ready to just say we'll send 20 pieces of redstone. Sure, why not? And that should go all the way over there, and we will run back. I just gotta text. Nothing important, don't mind me. There was the minecart. Look at it. Look at it go. And hopefully, we should see it stop just like that, and we should start getting items here. Pretty perfect. That should be exactly 20 pieces of redstone. And the minecart goes back and gets stuck over there. So I guess we'll do something like this. It looks a little bit messy, but don't you worry, we'll cover this up. It's just to make sure that we don't have any pigment breed on the rail, as I said. Now the minecart should go all the way back, but just to be sure, we'll quickly make our way over there and check this out. Now, hello guy. I wish those dropped something. It would be cool if they could drop like an ender pearl. But yeah, look at that. It's back in place. Everything is working. This will help me so much when it comes to mining the sand. That's basically why I wanted to do it, because that's one of the things that I do off camera. And I think it looks pretty cool as well, like some kind of eye or something. Not completely happy with like the tunnel though, to be honest with you. I may have to go over it and change the design slightly, add some variations. But that's gonna do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea how long this video has taken on YouTube, but I've spent 7 hours doing today. So I hope that you have enjoyed it. I'm pretty tired in my throat. I need to go and rest. Have some dinner or something. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and click the like button down below. And if you have any suggestions or if you saw any error that I made, then feel free to point it out and I shall debate you over it. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, thanks again, and I see you in the next... Just want to finish this for your OCD's sake. Crap. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.